Hey guys, what's going on? Honest Abe coming at you with another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. Today, we're gonna ask the question, is Discraft the new GOAT? This is Honest Abe Disc Golf. All right, so a lot of things going on in disc golf right now. It's the off season, and I just started my first tournaments, so my rating actually did go down. It's 818 after they finalized everything. But yeah, we're playing Winter in the Woods tournaments. There's 3 of them, and then the finale, if I qualify for it, down in Georgia, North Georgia. Winter in the Woods. It's all sponsored by Prodigy, and yeah, so we played all right last weekend. You know, first time going in blind, and so today we're gonna just play a little bit out here at Athens. There's snow still all over the place. We're gonna try to get up in the woods, but it's all covered in ice and snow. So we'll see if we actually get out there. But yeah, so is Discraft the new GOAT of disc golf? Well, let's talk about that today as we play a little bit. We're going to throw some fairways today, my fairway drivers. I got a couple in base plastic and a couple in premium plastic as we get here to hole 1. But yeah. Let's talk about Discraft, what they got going on. Let's get into it. All right, so hole 1, 290 to the red pin, and it's par 4, short par 4. And so we're just gonna play to the reds today, and we're just gonna try out. So I got a couple discs. This is my F9 in the 200 plastic. This is my F9 in the 400 glow plastic. And so we're going to be practicing a little bit, practicing our backhand mainly today. Forehand was really good, especially at the tournament with the feedback. Feedback was great. I threw that very, very well at the tournament. It was my go-to disc basically the entire day. So yeah, I want to get out a couple different ones. It's cold. It's a little chilly today. It's about 40 degrees right now outside, but it's not too terrible. So Discraft. Apparently they've re-signed everybody from their team last year, which is awesome, which is great. And man, they picked up a couple new players along the way. So let's go ahead and tee off here. And these are understable, very understable. Okay, that's not bad. I threw a little high. Let's try the 400 glow. This one, I think the 200 is a 7-speed. The 400 glow is an 8-speed, but they both have that 6 glide. Let's try to throw this flat and low. So yeah, had that beautiful understable fade. That was actually a very good shot. For me throwing backhand. I don't throw backhand a whole lot, but I'm working on it. All right, so I guess I would say that the biggest thing that took place, that was announced this past week, was Ken Climo. And I had Kevin on my mind in one of the previous videos. I kept saying Kevin Climo. It's Ken Climo. I know that. He's the GOAT. He's the champ. He's the best. But yeah, so he's in a partnership with Discraft to do Climo disc golf, which is great. They just released the new prototypes today. I didn't get any, but I'm sure eventually I'll get my hands on a few of them. But yeah, so he's gonna be bringing out a whole new line of discs. They did a great like 10-minute piece on him. And just kind of showing the history of who he is and what he did for the sport, which is awesome. We need more of that in disc golf for sure. But yeah, it was really, really cool to see that, see what he's going to do, see how Discraft kind of continues to develop him. He's got a YouTube channel. He's on social media now, which he never was before. So that's pretty cool. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what Discraft does to kind of help him out to kind of get started here in the social media realm on the YouTubes and what have you. But yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing some of those discs in the future fly. I know Paul Ulibarri, he just he put out a video testing out the discs. I think he put it out today as well. Maybe it might have been yesterday. I don't remember. But yeah, definitely really cool to see Ken back in it. He's going to be at some stops along the way this year. Maybe he'll jump in on some commentary, which would be pretty cool to see him jump in on the commentary. He's a good commentator from what I've actually watched of him. So I look forward to that. All right, we're maybe I don't know, 100, 150 feet or so for the basket. We're going to use the 300 fractal. It gives me just a little bit more grip, especially in the colder weather. So let's try this little upshot here. Try to put this. This is the 200 plastic F9. This is where this one landed. All right, fade in. All right, that should leave us a good birdie. All right, here's our spot for our glow, 400 glow. Probably about 50 feet closer or so. So we're about 100 feet out. We're gonna go with the 300 soft Tennessee stance one. See if we can put this in for an eagle. All right, that'll do. We're gonna birdie out. Of course, yeah. So Discraft, man, they're just racking in the players. I tell you what. So yeah, as far as we know, they've kept their entire team so far. Brody, I think he hasn't announced yet, and Ezra Aderholt hasn't announced. But other than that, I mean, they're stacked. They got Paul Macbeth. They got Paul Ulibarri. They got Goose announced, and yeah, man, they are stacked with the MPO specifically. And it's going to be very interesting to kind of see how that plays out this season with all these guys playing now on Discraft. And of course, the biggest one, Ezra Robinson, one of my guys. I love Ezra. And so two Ezras on the same team, it'll be really cool. But yeah, their team seems like it's really stacked right now. And everybody is going to Discraft. All right, hole 2 is another 300-foot par 4, kind of slightly up the hill. We're going to use our understable F9s again because I think this shot calls for it, especially if you put it out towards the walkway and let it fade in. So we're going to try these out today, see what we can do with it. Just try to keep them flat and just work on that backhand and that motion. Well, the goose is laughing at me back there. I turned that one up, and as you saw, these things are so understable that if you turn them too far up, it becomes a roller very quickly. So let's go with the 400 glow. All right, let's pitch up. All right, so yeah. Little walkie-talkie bit today, but actually one of my first discs was a Discraft disc 20-something years ago. It was a Cyclone. I don't even know if they make that disc anymore. It's a black Cyclone, and really liked it. Of course, right now they got great plastic going on. Of course, the most popular selling disc out there is the Buzz, and they got the Nukes and everything. So they got a lot of really cool discs, and it'll be interesting to kind of see what kind of new tour stamps they put out on their discs this year. Of course, they got the Zone, one of the other most popular discs that are out there. Kind of see what all the tour stamps are going to be, what kind of cool discs that they come out with this year. But from players to plastic, I think it's easy enough to say that Discraft, you might be the new GOAT of disc golf. All right, so the F9 200 plastic, it actually went a little bit further because it rolled a little bit further up the hill, but we got a little upshot here. See if we can park this. So that's gonna birdie. All right, 400 glows right here. It might be another 10 to 20 feet further back than where the 200 landed, but I have thrown in from this distance before on this hole. I lifted that one too much up. Nose up shot. We got a long look for the birdie for that one. Not a bit, probably just inside the circle here. Well, yeah, definitely just wanted to get back out and practice. I was hoping to play in the woods today because obviously the tournaments are called Winter in the Woods, and all the courses are in the woods. And that was the case for last week down in Cartersville, but it was a beautiful course. So looking forward to getting down there. Next one's in Rome, Georgia. Never played there. All right. First real putt of the day right here. All right. Not terrible. That one will park. Let's tap the wrist out. All right, we're here on tier 3 here. And we are going to bust out the M4s. So I got my new disc that I got, the Winter in the Woods one. Pretty cool looking stamp. M4, this is the Ultra Soft. Really nice. And then I got my Brandon Brown M4 here. And M4s, they tend to fly straight. If you release them flat, they fly straight with a little bit of bite on the end of it. But yeah, so kind of look at the landscape of disc golf right now within the companies. Why is Discraft the new G.O.A.T? Well, I think they played it safe during the COVID years. I mean, the only real big one that they have on their roster is Paul Macbeth, of course, and he's making like $1 million a year, and he signed for like 10 years or whatnot. But I mean, other than that, they didn't give out huge contracts, as it seems. They're making great plastic, great discs that are selling. I think they're promoting their players a lot. As you see in the disc golf world right now, social media is key. And if you are building a social media presence, and if the company is backing the player to build that presence, they're going to make a name for themselves, become more and more popular with fans and other players and amateurs like me, and that's going to increase sales. And so I think Discraft put themselves in a great spot where they have promoted players. So you look at Brody Smith. Well, of course, Brody had a little bit of money kind of coming into disc golf anyway from his Ultimate days, I think, and maybe some of his other business ventures. But he created the Dark Horse brand. He bought into Foundation Disc Golf. He is on a podcast every week. You know, some people might not like Brody. I love Brody. I think he's great. I love his thoughts, his attitudes, just the way he thinks about disc golf, and the way you can see that he's passionate and he loves disc golf, and he just wants to see it continue to grow and grow and grow. And so you see that, and you see him on the different podcasts by Foundation. He's got Tour Life with Paul Ulibari. I'm sorry, Paul, if I mispronounced your last name in the video. I'm going to do it a lot. But yeah, so he's got the podcast Tour Life with Paul, and yeah, so he's promoting disc golf every week, and he's putting his name out there. Of course, he's got his logo, his Dark Horse logo. That stuff sells. He's a great seller. He might not be one of the best disc golfers out there, but he's one of the most popular when it comes to sales. You look at Ezra Aderhold, you look at Aaron Gossage or Goose. They're doing practice rounds constantly together. They're putting out videos, you know, one breaking down the front nine, one breaking down the back nine. They are putting their name out there, and it's popular. Their discs, they're popular. Their jerseys are popular. AB, Anthony Barella, he's a Discraft guy. He's got the hottest selling jersey right now. His stuff looks cool. people want to wear it if it looks good. And so whether it's a shirt, a jersey, a hat, a beanie, whatnot. So Discraft is kind of promoting their players, giving them their kind of icon logos. As you see, they put it on everything, whether it's a bag, a disc, a shirt, or whatnot. They put everything. And so Discraft has done that for their players. You know, I never see anybody, I don't see a whole lot of people wearing like Innova stuff out. I mean, I do see it, but like not a lot, not as much as an AB jersey or a Discraft logo like sweatshirt, what have you. I see Discraft. I don't see a whole lot of Prodigy. I wear a lot of Prodigy stuff because I like Prodigy. Prodigy is my hometown disc golf store, since they're only an hour away from me, their warehouse is. And of course I grew up throwing on Prodigy baskets. I've mentioned that in the past. And so I really like, personally I like Prodigy as a brand. I love the feel of their plastics and whatnot. But that was one of the things that Isaac said in his announcement video with Latitude 64, was he wanted to have a company that was behind him that was going to promote him. I don't see that. I never saw that with Prodigy, with Ezra or Isaac. And I think that's one of the reasons why they decided to ultimately leave, because they want to build their brand, they want to make money, they want to sell discs. Really the only one on Prodigy, like Luke Humphreys is the only like MPO player I think that's really left on the Prodigy team right now. I don't see anything with him hardly out there. It's not popular if it is. The only one is Miss Frisbee, and I know she's part of the FBO. She's on their FBO team. And I do see stuff from her being promoted a little bit. Of course, she's all the way up in Canada, and so much of my Michigan friends, they kind of send me that kind of stuff because it's close. So I see some of her stuff promoted, but yeah, don't see stuff from Innova. Don't see stuff from Prodigy really out there, unfortunately being broadcast to promote a whole lot. The other ones, of course, Simon's got his line with MVP, Eagle. They put out content, but yeah, the most popular right now is Discraft, and they have positioned themselves to acquire players, and now they're the GOAT. All right, that was a long talky bit there. We're gonna try the Ultra Soft here. Try to fight it around this tree to release it flat. All right, that one got around the corner. That's good. All right, they both kind of got around the corner. Give us a look for a birdie. Yeah, so both of those flew great. I really like it. My Brandon Brown M4, I think it's in the 400 fractal or spectral plastic. Very nice, very straight. I need to continue to work on my my mid-range one. Get off the tree. All right, well, let's hop up here to the other one and put it down a little. Definitely work on my not pretty good yourself. That'll do. Alright, so we're going to try it here. We are up in the woods. Everything is ice. The T-pad here is just all ice. So, well, yeah, I want to kind of see how some of these fly on the ice, just in case if it does snow again this next weekend for the tournament. I just want to be a little bit more prepared for that. And so this calls for a good understable shot, so we're going to go with the F7s again. Do a standstill. We're not going to run up on it because it is slick. And that'll slide down the hill. Stop. Nope, it's going to keep going. All right. Alright, I threw that on the anhyzer and it went down in the bushes. Let's try to get this on a good hyzer here and try to get it up behind the tree. Hopefully it won't slide down the hill a whole lot. Or we'll just go right into the tree. That'll be good too. I'm dug in right here. We're gonna get some corn and just try to get it up there and pitch it up. But this is what it was like playing down in Georgia. Stop, stop, stop. Yeah, it's back down on the path. Alright, so I picked up my other disc just because it slid back down into the woods here. But just kind of want to get some more practice in, especially on the ice. So we're going to throw our PA5. Just try to, this is a little bit more shallow than my PA3. And it's going to slide back all the way down to the path. No, alright, settle. Alright, well I think this is like a double bogey. Alright, not bad. Alright, so we're here on hole 9. What's the future that Discraft has? Well, I think their future is bright. If they keep putting out their discs like they are, they keep promoting their players. I mean, but my golly, they have everyone. About the only one that they don't have is Ricky Wysocki, and of course there's drama there. I don't know all the details. I'm not going to get into it, but it's looking like he's going to leave Dynamic early. And where's he going to land? I don't think he's going back to Innova. I don't think he's going to go back to Prodigy. I don't think he's going to go with any other house of disc, Trilogy Plastic. So where's he going to go? Who's he going to sign with? If he does leave early, I don't know if he is, because it might be a big pay cut, because I think he is also getting paid $1 million a year. And even if they cut his salary by 75%, he's still going to be making $250,000, which is more than Isaac's making at Latitude. So what's he going to do? Well, I think he's going to stay at least and finish out this year. You're going to have a very disgruntled Ricky Wysocki out there, and he's going to make people pay for it. And then I think Discraft's going to pick up the pieces afterwards. I mean, you already saw they got Kale from Prodigy. They got Ezra from Prodigy. They just signed Ken from Innova. And we haven't even mentioned Big Germ. Where's Big Germ going now that he left Innova? Well, probably Discraft. He's probably going to do something with Discraft. They seem to have put themselves in a great financial spot, and they're picking up everyone. Their discs are great. Their plastic's great. Big Nate, he throws a lot of Discraft discs. He loves Discraft. He's got a Thrasher. He's got a couple buzzes. I think a Luna. But yeah, he's got several Discraft plastics. He loves them. He loves throwing Discraft. And yeah, a lot of people out there, they love Discraft. So, hole 9. Maybe wrap it up here. Might play one more depending on how I feel. But Discraft, you are the new GOAT of disc golf. Alright, hole 9 here. We're going to do our 500 plastic PA3 paint. Let's just put this right down next to the basket. So Cartersville, Etowah had a shot just like this. I think it was 185 downhill. Put it next to the basket. A little short, but I was counting on the slide on the ice. It's still sliding. Alright, it stopped. Yeah, this is just one of those shots you gotta drain because it's gonna slide forever otherwise. So, PA3 here. Down the hill it goes. Alright, let's save our car here. You can just hear the ice just sliding over here. Alright, we are going to play one more today. I want to try out my my mid-ranges again. So I'm gonna bust these out one more time. This is hole 5 here. 210 straight across the creek, straight dead ahead. But yeah, let me know what you think. Is Discraft the new GOAT of Discraft? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, HonestAbeDG. Love to hear from you there. Check out the videos over on Instagram. But yeah, is Discraft the new GOAT? I'm Honest Abe. Enjoy the rest of hole 5. All right, guys. See you in the next one.